introducing the sensational and undefeated Floyd Mayweather.
Hey, everybody.
December 31st, 2018, Tokyo, Japan, Saitama Super Arena. Floyd Money Mayweather, 50-0, 41 years old, greatest defensive boxer of all time, steps into the ring against Tenshin Nasukawa, 20 years old, kickboxing phenom with zero professional boxing experience. What happened next lasted 139 seconds, 3 knockdowns, 1 towel thrown, $9 million earned. That's $64,748 per second.
A full round, and Nasukawa's corner has thrown in the towel and said, that is enough.
But here's what nobody talks about. This wasn't a fight. This was a masterclass in levels. A demonstration of why experience, size, and pure boxing skill create gaps that youth and speed can't bridge. Most people watched this and said, mismatch. They're right, but they missed the how. They missed the tiny adjustments Mayweather made, the traps he set, the way he toyed with tension for the first 30 seconds before deciding, okay, playtime's over.
Remember, this is a man who can look at this. Floyd Mayweather dropping his opponent.
In the next 12 minutes, we're breaking down every second of this exhibition, the size difference that made this impossible from the start, the moment Mayweather stopped smiling and decided to end it, and why Tenshin, despite being a world-class combat sports athlete, looked like a kid fighting his dad. By the end, you'll understand why this fight was over before it even started, and you'll see the 3 specific things Mayweather did that turned this from an exhibition into an execution. This is the fight that proved levels exist in boxing, and some levels you just can't skip. Let's set the stage, because this entire event was chaos from day one. November 5th, 2018, Rizin announces Mayweather vs. Tenshin. The internet loses its mind. November 7th, 2018, Mayweather posts on Instagram saying he never agreed to fight Tenshin. Claims he was only supposed to do a small exhibition for wealthy spectators that wasn't even supposed to be televised. Says, and I quote, "I have never heard of him until this recent trip to Japan." The whole thing almost falls apart. November 16th, 2018. Mayweather changes his mind, fights back on, rules confirmed, 3-round exhibition, boxing only, no judges, only knockout or TKO counts as victory. Oh, and there's a $5 million fine if Tenshin throws a kick. Yeah, $5 million for one kick. Now let's talk about the fighters walking into this ring. Floyd Mayweather, 50-0 professional boxing record, 41 years old, 5 feet 8 inches tall, fighting at approximately 147 pounds, welterweight, just came off the Conor McGregor payday, 300+ million earned, hadn't scored a knockout since 2011 against Victor Ortiz.
As Ortiz tries to sportsmanship, 9-10, it's all over!
Most technically sound defensive boxer in modern history. Tenshin Nasukawa, 0 professional boxing fights, 20 years old, 21 years younger than Floyd, 5 feet 5 inches tall, 3 inches shorter. Kickboxer / MMA fighter, 28-0 in kickboxing, 4-0 in MMA. Maybe 130 pounds walking around, one of the most exciting fighters in Japanese combat sports.
And there is the classic Tenshin Nasukawa pose with just 90 seconds left.
Absolutely 0 boxing experience against an opponent of this caliber on paper? This is a heavyweight fighting a featherweight, a PhD professor taking a pop quiz against a kindergartner, a Formula 1 driver racing a guy on a bicycle. But Rizin sold it as competitive because Tenshin is that popular in Japan. He's a phenomenon, lightning fast, spectacular knockouts, undefeated across multiple combat sports. The Japanese fans believed, the promotion hyped it, and Tenshin genuinely thought he had a chance. Narrator voice. He did not have a chance. The bell rings for round 1. 3 minutes on the clock. Spoiler alert, we're not making it to minute 3. Mayweather comes out smiling, like fully grinning. Hands low, not even trying. He's throwing these super light jabs. The kind of jabs you throw when you're playing with your nephew at a family BBQ. Tenshin, to his credit, looks focused. He's bouncing, moving, trying to establish his rhythm. His speed is visible. The kid is fast. His hands are quick, and then it happens. Tenshin lands the first clean punch of the fight. A quick jab that snaps Floyd's head back just slightly. The crowd erupts. Japanese fans are going crazy. He hit Mayweather. He actually hit him. Floyd stops smiling, and that's the moment everything changes. Because for those first 30 seconds, Mayweather was playing. He was entertaining. He was putting on a show for the $9 million he's about to earn. But that jab activated something. You can literally see it in Floyd's body language. The smile fades. The hands come up. The stance tightens. It's like watching someone switch from casual Friday mode to, okay, we're doing this now mode. The body shot set up Mayweather starts closing the distance. Not rushing, he's too smart for that, but definitely walking forward with purpose. He throws a couple of jabs. Tenshin's trying to circle out and maintain distance, but Floyd's cutting off the ring. Every time Tenshin tries to move left, Floyd's already there. Every time Tenshin tries to move right, Floyd's blocking the exit. Tenshin throws a combination, 1-2, quick hands. Floyd blocks it easily, not even bothered. Then Floyd throws a lazy-looking jab. Tenshin slips it. Good defense, but that jab was bait. Floyd was testing Tenshin's reaction. Okay, you slip to your right when I jab. Good to know. Knockdown number 1. Floyd steps in with a left hook behind Tenshin's ear. Not a loaded up bomb, not a put everything into it punch. Just a perfectly timed, perfectly placed left hook that Tenshin never saw coming. Tenshin goes down, hard, like someone pulled a rug out from under him. The Japanese commentators are screaming. The crowd is in shock. Tenshin's on one knee looking up at the referee like, wait, what just happened? Referee gives him a standing 8 count. Tenshin gets up. He's okay, physically, but you can see it in his eyes. Oh no, this is real now. This isn't a kickboxing match where he can throw spinning kicks and keep Floyd at distance. This is pure boxing, and pure boxing is Floyd's domain. Fight resumes. About 1 minute elapsed. Tenshin gets up from that first knockdown, and to his credit, he doesn't quit. He comes back trying to fight, but you can see the confidence is gone. Floyd, meanwhile, has fully shifted gears. The exhibition is over. Now he's hunting. The pressure? Floyd starts walking Tenshin down. Not wildly. Floyd never fights wildly, but with purpose. Calculated pressure. Tenshin's trying to move, trying to create angles. But every time he resets, Floyd's already there. It's like trying to run from your own shadow. Floyd throws a couple more jabs. One lands clean on Tenshin's face, then another. Tenshin's guard is high now. He's protecting himself, but he's not throwing back. He's in pure survival mode. And here's where you see the experience gap. Floyd's not rushing. He's not trying to land the perfect knockout punch on every throw. He's setting it up. He throws a jab. Tenshin blocks it. He throws another jab. Tenshin blocks again. He feints a jab. Tenshin's hands go up to block, but nothing comes. Floyd just downloaded Tenshin's defensive pattern in 30 seconds. Knockdown number 2. Floyd steps in with another left hook. This one's to the body and head. A quick combination that Tenshin doesn't see coming because he's still thinking about the last jab. Tenshin goes down again. This time he's hurt more. He's on both knees, holding his head, looking at his corner like, please, make this stop. The referee gives another 8 count. Tenshin gets up, but his legs are wobbly. That cartoon, I don't remember agreeing to this look, is fully present on his face. The referee asks if he wants to continue. Tenshin nods, yes, big mistake. Cut to the crowd. The initial excitement is gone. Now it's just concern. These fans came to see their hero compete. Instead, they're watching him get systematically dismantled by a 41-year-old man who looks like he's barely trying. Some fans are covering their faces, others are yelling for the corner to stop it. This isn't competitive anymore. This is uncomfortable. We're at about 1 minute and 20 seconds into a scheduled 3-round, 9-minute fight. The fight resumes after the second knockdown. Tenshin is hurt. Floyd knows it. The referee knows it. Tenshin's corner knows it. The entire arena knows it. And Floyd smells blood. Mayweather starts starts landing clean punches, jab, right hand, left hook. Nothing devastating by Floyd's standards, but Tenshin's absorbing damage with every shot. Tenshin tries to fire back. Credit to his heart, but his punches have nothing on them. They're arm punches, survival punches. Please don't hit me again. Punches. Floyd backs Tenshin into a corner. Literally. Tenshin's against the ropes now with nowhere to go. And then Floyd throws a short right hand that lands flush on Tenshin's chin. Knockdown number 3. Tenshin drops. Not dramatically, there's no canvas shaking impact, but his legs just give out. He crumbles to the mat and immediately his corner rushes in. The towel comes flying into the ring before Tenshin even fully hits the canvas. Fight over. TKO at 2 minutes, 19 seconds of round 1, 139 seconds total, $9 million earned. That's $64,748 per second. The referee waves it off. Tenshin is sitting on the canvas, and no exaggeration, he's crying, tears streaming down his face. This isn't just embarrassment. This is a kid who genuinely believed he could compete, getting a harsh reality check in front of millions of people on New Year's Eve. Floyd walks over, helps Tenshin up, hugs him, even offers Tenshin his trophy. It's a classy move from a guy who just made nearly $10 million in less time than it takes to microwave popcorn. Post-fight, Mayweather says, "It was all about entertainment. We had fun. I'm still retired. I don't look forward to coming back to boxing." Tenshin later posts on Instagram, "I underestimated Floyd Mayweather. I came to realize how truly great he was." Yeah, no kidding. Alright, let's extract the lessons from this 2-minute beatdown, because despite the mismatch, there's a lot to learn here.
Oh, this fight hasn't even gone a full round, and Nasukawa's corner has thrown in the towel and said, "That is enough."
Lesson 1, levels exist and you can't skip them. Tenshin Nasukawa is a world-class combat sports athlete, undefeated, fast, skilled, dangerous in kickboxing, but zero professional boxing experience against a 50-0 boxer. That's not bravery, that's delusion dressed up as confidence. Floyd had 403 professional rounds under his belt. Tenshin had 0 boxing rounds. There's no amount of speed, youth, or heart that bridges that gap. Experience is the cheat code in combat sports, and Floyd had the entire strategy guide memorized. Lesson 2, size matters in boxing. Yes, skills can overcome size, but when you're giving up 3 inches in height and 20 pounds in weight to a fighter with superior skills, you're cooked before the bell rings. Floyd was a welterweight, 147 pounds. Tenshin was probably fighting at 130 pounds maximum. That's almost a full 2 weight divisions. In kickboxing, Tenshin could use distance and kicks to neutralize the size. In boxing, he had to stand in punching range of a much bigger, stronger man who's been perfecting the craft for 23 years. Physics doesn't care about your highlight reel. Lesson 3, defense isn't just about not getting hit, it's about making your opponent predictable. Watch how Floyd fights in this bout. He's not just blocking punches, he's creating patterns in Tenshin's defense, then exploiting them. Jab, jab, feint, block, block, react. Floyd's building a mental map of Tenshin's reactions, and then he's punishing those reactions. That first knockdown, Floyd tested how Tenshin reacts to jabs, then threw a left hook when Tenshin was focused on defending straight punches. That's not luck, that's mastery. Lesson 4, speed without timing is just wasted movement. Tenshin is fast, legitimately one of the fastest fighters in combat sports. But speed without timing is like revving your car engine in neutral. Lots of noise, 0 progress. Floyd's not the fastest fighter ever, but his timing? Flawless. Every punch he threw landed at the exact moment Tenshin was vulnerable. One perfectly timed punch beats 10 fast but poorly timed punches every single time. Lesson 5. There's no shame in losing to greatness. Tenshin cried after this fight, and people mocked him for it. But honestly, that shows he cared. That shows he took it seriously. That shows he's human. He stepped into a ring with one of the greatest boxers who ever lived, gave it his all, and got dominated. There's no shame in that. The shame would be refusing to learn from it, and Tenshin did learn. He went on to have a great kickboxing career and even transitioned to professional boxing, though he recently lost his first boxing match going for a world title. This loss didn't ruin him, it humbled him. And sometimes that's exactly what young fighters need. So why does this fight matter? Why are we breaking down a 139-second mismatch that didn't even count on either fighter's official record? Because it taught us something important. Hype doesn't beat skill, youth doesn't beat experience, and speed doesn't beat timing. The combat sports world loves underdog stories. We love believing the young phenom can beat the aging veteran. We love the idea that heart and determination can overcome everything. But sometimes, the favorite wins. The experienced guy wins. The technically superior fighter wins. And it's not even close. This fight was a reality check for everyone who thought Tenshin had a puncher's chance. He didn't. He never did. And deep down, probably even he knew it. But the Japanese fans wanted to believe. Rizin wanted the payday. And Mayweather wanted $9 million for 2 minutes of work on New Year's Eve. Everyone got what they wanted except maybe Tenshin's pride. The bigger picture. This fight also showed us why cross-discipline matchups are almost always a bad idea. Boxing versus kickboxing under boxing rules? The boxer wins. MMA versus boxing under boxing rules? The boxer wins. Boxing versus MMA under MMA rules? The MMA fighter wins. It's not controversial. It's not surprising. It's just obvious. And yet promoters keep making these fights because they generate buzz, sell tickets, and make money. Would Tenshin have destroyed Floyd under kickboxing rules? Absolutely. One leg kick and Floyd's done. His legs aren't trained for that. But under boxing rules, Floyd had every advantage: experience, size, skill, and the home field advantage of fighting in his own sport. This wasn't a fight, it was a demonstration. A very expensive, very short demonstration. If you made it this far and this breakdown opened your eyes to the technical mastery behind this mismatch, smash that subscribe button for Knockout Kings Elite right now. Drop a comment. Do you think Tenshin was brave for taking this fight or foolish? And would you have taken a beatdown on live TV for $9 million? Let me know. We're breaking down the real science behind elite boxing, MMA, and combat sports. The strategy, the psychology, the tiny details that separate legends from contenders. New breakdowns every week. Power, precision, history, zero filler. This is Knockout Kings Elite, where we teach you to see fights like a pro, not like a casual. Train smart, watch smarter, and remember, levels exist.